It's Week 8.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 16 carries, 75 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Lions first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Complete to David Montgomery. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Montgomery back to the ground, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of a yard.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
They're going to look to throw.
And this one taken in by Cephas.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
First and goal, Detroit.
They'll set up a throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of up. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Lions put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Vikings nothing.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
The ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Back to throw.
Third and 5.
And this one is incomplete.
So on fourth down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota.
Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
23 yards on the play.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They set a load a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And that'll be incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Incomplete.
He'll look to throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
The Vikings sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 19 carries, 90 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Flushed out right, and he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Lions 7, Vikings nothing.
The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
2nd and 5. And his throw here's incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Okay, I'm not a fan of any routes that just, turn around defensive backs, mainly because I was a defensive back. But the comeback route is so difficult because to sell it, you're selling it like it's a deep route before you come back towards either the line of scrimmage or the sideline. And, boy, that one worked to perfection.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. 30, 20, 10. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Cook is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying the power game with Ham. Stopped short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get all the way to the end zone.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd.
Once more, it's the fullback Ham. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Tried to give it to the first man through on 3rd and goal, denied.
Yeah, how about how they sold out on that play? Just decided, we know what you're going to do. You're going to bring it at us in a running game. And they had everyone tracking the football. Didn't let him throw.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 20-yard line.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
They'll drop to throw.
He gets this complete to Cephas.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Montgomery.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown, Detroit.
Quintez Cephus.
His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Crosby with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
For T.J. Hawkinson, incomplete.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
You see David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard.
Back to throw here.
At the 23-yard line.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made it in their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Well, these two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Back to throw again. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with 1 complete. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Incomplete.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. Plenty to look forward to in that early window, one being a noontime start up in Green Bay. A big one for the Packers, as they'll have to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions, and they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first two quarters. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Taking it about the 1.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that can be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out and, okay, we're going to change things here in the second half. Instead, with a deficit already, they cough it up, and now they've got to find a way to keep the score from mounting bigger against them.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete.
First down pass.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
He's down at the 8-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
On second down, Montgomery. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard
They go power. This is Johnson, the fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
2nd and 4. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
They'll set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. And now out comes Minnesota.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
A loss of a yard.
2nd and 11. Setting up the screen for Cook. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Complete to Dalvin Cook. It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
He'll look to throw.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
27-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Cook. 5 yards. Again, it's Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Schobert on the tackle. A loss of 1. It's now 3rd down and 6.
They're going to look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Lions to take over. They've got the lead here, trying to make amends for that loss last week against the Denver Broncos. They start this drive now, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
At the 25-yard line.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup at 6.
Handoff comes to Montgomery. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
At the 46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A 6-yard pickup.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and they'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he gets this up past the 30.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback taken down and sacked. A fumble on the play.
Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it, changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
On the return, here's that. Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
54 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's complete to Williams.
The pass.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw here. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
36-yard attempt.
The kick by Crosby is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6.
Well, some field goals are bigger than others, and that one makes this a 2-score game.
And with the way their defense has played all game long, that's kind of a love letter to them, because that might very well be all the points they need.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 20.